Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode those dense financial reports to see exactly what shell companies are up to. And trust me, this latest filing from Grayscale is a bit of a shell game. Stick around as we break down a corporate shuffle that might sound complex, but has some big implications for how digital assets are managed. Before we dive in, if you love getting clear, no nonsense insights from these filings, make sure you're subscribed. And for a community of like-minded investors to chat with and share ideas, join our Discord. The link is in the description below. So what is this big news all about? Well, Grayscale Ethereum Classic Trust, or etc., as it is also known, has filed a report on a major change behind the scenes. Think of it like this: a company that manages your investments has itself gone through a company reorganization. Basically, the company that oversees the Ethereum Classic Trust, which is called Grayscale Investment Sponsors, LLC or GSIs for short, has had its own management structure revamped. The main idea is that a new company, Grayscale Investments Incorporated, has been created and is now taking over the reins of GSIs. Before this, another entity called GSO Intermediate Holdings Corporation, or GSWI, was in charge of managing GSIs. Now, Grayscale Investments Incorporated, which is a newer company formed because of this change, is the boss of GSIs. Now, who is running the show at this new Grayscale Investments Incorporated? It is actually the same group of people who were running the previous management company. Barry Silbert, Mark Schiffke, Simon Costa, Peter Mintzberg, and Edward McGee are all on the board. Barry Silbert is the chairperson. Apparently, Mr. Mintzberg and Mr. McGee also keep their job roles as officers of the sponsor company, meaning they're still directly involved in the day-to-day activities. It is also worth noting that all these companies, including the new Grayscale Investments Incorporated, the old GSWI, and the actual trust itself, are all part of a larger group called Digital Currency Group, Incorporated, or DCG. So while there is a new management layer, it is all still under the same overall umbrella. Now, here is the key takeaway for us as investors. The company explicitly states that they do not expect this corporate reorganization to materially affect how the Ethereum Classic Trust actually operates. This means the investments themselves, how they're managed, and ultimately your holdings should remain the same from an operational standpoint. This filing is a Form 8K, which is used for significant events that shareholders should know about. In this case, the big event is this internal restructuring. Interestingly, the filing notes that Grayscale Ethereum Classic Trust is considered an emerging growth company and has elected to use extended transition periods for complying with new or revised financial accounting standards. This is pretty common for newer companies and allows them a bit more time to get up to speed with accounting rules that might be more complex for larger, established businesses. For those keeping track of the ticker, the shares of the trust are traded under ETLCG. This reorganization, while sounding like a lot of corporate jargon, essentially streamlines the management structure. It moves the direct oversight of the sponsor company under a dedicated new entity, Grayscale Investments Incorporated, but keeps the same leadership team in place and assures investors that day-to-day operations for the trust will not be affected. This is often done to create clearer lines of responsibility or to prepare for future growth or changes within the parent company. It is a behind-the-scenes adjustment, but transparency about such changes is crucial for investor confidence. Now, looking at the bigger picture here, Grayscale is known for its diverse range of digital asset trusts. This kind of internal reorganization can be a step towards greater efficiency, or perhaps a precursor to other strategic moves within the broader digital currency group ecosystem. The fact that the trust operations are expected to remain unaffected is the most important takeaway, but it is always wise to keep an eye on the parent company's maneuvers. The digital asset space is constantly evolving, and companies managing these assets need to be agile. So, what is my take on all this? On one hand, the announcement of no material impact on trust operations is reassuring. Investors want stability, especially in the crypto world. The fact that the same experienced team remains in control is also a positive sign. They know the Grayscale products and the market. However, anytime you see a corporate reorganization, especially involving new entities and shifting management rights, it is worth watching closely in the future. While this specific filing focuses on the sponsor, it is the underlying trust that ultimately matters to investors. The key risk here, if any, would be if this restructuring somehow leads to future operational changes that aren't immediately communicated, or if it signifies a shift in the overall strategy of Digital Currency Group that could indirectly impact the trust down the line. For now, the story here is one of internal housekeeping. A shuffling of responsibilities and a creation of a new management entity, all while assuring investors that the day-to-day business of managing Grayscale Ethereum Classic Trust remains on course. It's a reminder that behind every investment product there is a corporate structure, and sometimes that structure needs a little tune-up. Alright? That is our breakdown of this latest Grayscale filing. What is your take on these corporate reshuffles? Do they make you more or less confident in the trust? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis valuable, hitting that like button really helps the channel, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate finance. And don't forget to check out our Discord community linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Corporate Decoder.